Hello, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. Today, we're going to take a look at the new web design program, SEO, the PPC bundle, some of the new vertical packages we're launching for the fall. Let's get started. So you're going to see these new packages fit into the three core areas that we've always talked about when it comes to digital. We're going to have a part that helps with the foundational needs, getting our businesses found, making a great first impression, helping them get found in search, generating those leads. That's what they care about. We're going to help them tell their story. And we've always done that with social media, with blogs and email and video. There's components of that. We're adding chatbots now to help engage those consumers with your clients. And there's an element of target marketing as well to connect to convert when people are searching for your customers. So in the packages we're going to talk about today, we're going to combine elements of all three areas to get your customers new leads. Because let's face it, what your clients want hasn't really changed. They want the opportunity to present their company, products, and services to as many qualified potential customers as possible. Whether that they're doing that digitally, whether they're doing that in traditional media, that's all these business owners has ever wanted, because those leads that are generated as a result of that marketing are the lifeblood of their business. Now, most business owners don't wake up in the morning thinking, boy, I'd love to write a check for some SEO today. I feel like spending money on a website. They're not interested in that. What they are interested in is leads. They want to invest their hard-earned money into programs that generate leads for their business. And that's what these new vertical packages that combine SEO, pay-per-click, and other targeted advertising are going to do for them. So how do our customers get in front of qualified potential new clients these days? Well, certainly we've talked a lot about Google. Google is the new yellow pages. They have a dominant market share. And when you think about how consumers search and what they search on, it's those mobile devices. 82% of consumers conduct discovery searches using unbranded or generic keywords. So in other words, if they need a new roof, they're not typing in ABC Roofing Company. They're saying, hey Google, hey Siri, find the best roofer near me. So they're using that voice search. 36% of consumers now use voice search, and I suspect this holiday season, even more people will get an Alexa for their home. And finally, as we've talked about before, mobile consumers, when they do a search, they tend to end up working with a local business. 28% of the time, they'll make a purchase. So this one slide will be great to add to your sales deck, because it really sort of summarizes the state of search, mobile, how we're using voice, and how having a mobile website is so important. See, it's all about consumer intent. As we move around the internet, we're leaving our digital footprints behind, and we can tell what consumers are in the market for based on these activities. Certainly, it's keywords searched, it's search retargeting, it's their physical location. Mobile geofencing is great for that. If I'm standing in a furniture showroom, guess what? I'm probably shopping for furniture. Other furniture dealers want to know that. And certainly their intent based on articles they're reading, social profiles they like, all tells us what they're interested in and in the market for. But before we run out and pitch a package, we need to understand what their situation is. And thankfully, a lot of this is easy to determine in a couple of minutes online, checking your account out. Is their website findable on page one? If it isn't, let's run an SEO audit to see if there's some technical issues we can fix. They only may need a one-time SEO tune-up versus a complete site rebuild. But if their site isn't mobile friendly, we must look at a redesign. We can't retrofit an old site into one that is mobile friendly. Is the site accessible for all? We've talked about the Americans with Disabilities Act, and now we have a plugin that can make that site much more ADA friendly. And finally, are they showing up in the Google My Business listing? Do they have their listing claimed? Are they in the 3-pack on page one? Are they showing up in the map search? Have they optimized their listing? All of this stuff you can check out yourself with a cup of coffee sitting in front of your computer. You may remember this little digital services audit. Again, Google them for their best keywords. Where do they rank? Where does their competition rank? Are they appearing in the Google business listings in maps or in the 3-pack? Have they claimed their Google business listing? You can usually tell that. Go ahead and click on over to their website. Do they have a quality site? Is the content fresh? Is it smartphone friendly? You can tell looking on your own phone, or go ahead and use the Google mobile friendly test to see if they are. We're not talking about social today, but while you're at it, click on that Facebook icon and go check out their Facebook page. Do they have a presence? How often are they posting? Are their fans engaging? Are they buying advertising? We'll talk in future webinars how to detect if someone needs our help with social. So let's pause a minute before we get too far in here and talk about SEO, search engine optimization. Because if we're going to get somebody leads, we need to get them found in search. And that's what SEO is all about, improving the visibility of a merchant's website and their business on any device in a search engine's unpaid or organic search results. So we're going to look at a search result page here in a minute, but the organic listings are the ones at the bottom of the page. The Google My Business listings are in the middle of the page. We want to get them in those free listings. So there's two types of SEO. On-page SEO is the work we do to the merchant's website. This is done if we're building them a new site, or in some cases we can fix a site that we didn't build. Maybe somebody's WordPress site that was never technically SEO'd properly. We're going to talk about that some more. And then there's the off-page SEO. And this is what we're doing with those business listings. We're getting them found in the top directories, in maps, in voice search. We're also creating YouTube videos. YouTube is owned by Google, so that helps their off-page SEO. So when you start throwing around the term SEO, this is what we're talking about versus search engine marketing, which is completely different. So let's look at a search result page. So at the top, of course, we have our paid ads. Now the package we're going to be talking about today includes paid search. It will also include a position, a new position that Google has recently introduced that will get a business into the Google 3-pack at the top. So this is the first and only paid position in the Google business listings. Pretty valuable spot. So this is what we're going to be shooting for. And we're also going to be hoping to get that website ranked in the organic listings. But as you can see, the organic listings don't even start until you get toward the middle to the bottom of the page. So there's a lot of opportunity to get them in here and up here. That's what we're going to be shooting for. And also in maps, as you can see the paid ad at the top of the maps listing. And finally, all of this syncs up with whatever it looks like on their mobile device. So the inbound leads package we've built for you guys is a combination of SEO and SEM. The SEO services will include maximizing their Google business listing, creating SEO videos for them and optimizing them on YouTube, creating optimized listings across the other top directories, including those mobile search directories, in-dash nav, and voice directories. And finally, we're going to turn on the reputation monitoring because we want to know if anybody has reviewed or commented on one of your clients. Now on the SEM side, as I mentioned, we're going to be buying them paid ads at the top and getting an ad into this first position in the Google business listings. So these two tactics are going to drive inbound leads. We can add call tracking numbers, and this really is designed for that like AC repair, that home services company that is looking for a way to get found in search, and they want to drive those inbound phone calls and inbound emails. So part of this SEO package includes maximizing their Google business listings. Now we've always done the Google business posts, but Google continues to expand this, and they now have a products and services section, event listing section, and a Q&A section where business owners can answer questions. Now we can seed the Q&A with commonly asked questions. So the whole point is we're going to take advantage of everything Google has to offer here beyond just the posts. And as they continue to enhance these business listing opportunities, we'll make sure the business owner is getting full benefit. One thing about the event listings, even if they don't have events, but a sale or a promotion can qualify as an event. So they could put, the fall clearance sale and put the dates for this sale and have it show up as an event. All right, here are a couple other slides you can include in your sales deck, and it's all talking about the overall benefits of this SEO bundle. Again, we want folks to get found on any device. So certainly the smartphone, we've talked a lot about that, how that's the main way we go about doing local searches, but also by consumers in their car. And all the directories we're updating are feeding a lot of these in-dash navigation services like OnStar. If they've got it connected to their phone, they're using Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. Those are all powered by the listings that we're updating on behalf of the merchant. And finally, the home. Again, optimizing these business listings are directly feeding Alexa and Siri. They have partnerships with these major search directories. And of course, Google Home is powered, of course, by what you're putting in your Google business listing and on your website. So this is where this all starts to tie together. The other benefits, of course, of the SEO bundles is that not only are we getting you found in those directories, but we're creating good content. The Google My Business post, for example, we just looked at that. Updating their products and services. All of that is important. Creating a blog article. If their package includes a blog article, we're going to write keyword-rich articles about their business they can put on their website, they can link to from their business listing. We will either, if we're building them a site, post this to their site or provide it to them so they can post it to their site. And finally, creating videos. And you all have seen our different video clips packages, but these videos are great to add to their business listing. They can put it on their website and really tell their story. We're also going to optimize this for YouTube. So setting this video up on YouTube with the right keywords, the right title is going to help that video get found in search. And of course, we've mentioned reputation management, monitoring and alerts to new reviews, and giving them guidance on how to respond if needed. So I'm looking forward to the 2019 ranking study to come out. This is what they came up with last year, and they asked all the SEO experts, what's the most important thing you can do? And that was getting your Google business listing optimized. So again, this is why we're doing this for the clients. In addition to the on-page signals, the keywords rankings, the optimization we're doing to their site itself, the citation signals, that counts for delivering across all these other directories. So these are all the different things we can do to help these businesses get found. So my favorite case study from this year was a partner in the burbs of Chicagoland. We built for them, we built their client a new website and optimized their business listing. And it was interesting to look at a year-over-year comparison, the increase of their findability in search, the number of inbound leads we drove for them, and you can see, anytime somebody calls, looks up directions, visits their website, all this is very trackable, and you can see the volume of inbound clicks, phone calls, 194 phone calls. Many businesses will say a call is better than an email. 375 people looked directions up to their showroom. And so it all worked to drive more traffic to their site, which is great. But they actually had a walk-in customer that ended up turning into a $175,000 landscape redesign. It's almost like one of those HGTV shows. But this was, needless to say, a pretty happy customer. But these are the kind of metrics we can track to show that these packages are working for your client. So how can you tell if a listing is optimized? Certainly one of the main things, of course, is if it still says own this business. This shows that the business owner hasn't claimed their listing. You'll also see they have missing information. They're not posting. The pictures may be bad. This photo was probably taken by their Google, one of the Google cars that drove by. So it's just not a very effective listing compared to one that's fully optimized. So reputation management, you guys are familiar with what we do there, but it's monitoring, it's alerting when there's a new review, and it's talking the merchant through how to effectively respond if they need. So the videos, as you know, we use our video clips library plus local photos and clips provided by the client. Once that video is produced, it's really an asset that we can use many places. Certainly, we're going to add it to their Google business listing. They can add it to their website. We're going to load it on YouTube, but they can use it for YouTube marketing as well. They can run it in their social media. So there's a lot of things we can do with these videos. We're always happy to do a spec for you guys, and we have plenty of demo videos. If you ever have a client that wants to see a sample video, send us a link through the RFP process, and we can create a video for you. So that's the SEO packages. Let's talk about how SEO and SEM fit together into one of these vertical bundles. And so we've prepared a number of niche packages. You can see attorneys, auto, a variety of different verticals that you probably have clients just like these in your market. And so these are ready to go decks, and they're in the resource center. They're being loaded in there every day. I think we got just about all of them loaded, and you can go in there and download one, drop your logo in there, and you're pretty much ready to go sell. Now we're always happy to, if you need us to custom quote a portion of that, we can always fine tune that proposal even more. If you need help branding the deck, we're happy to do that as well. So the talk track to a business owner sounds something like this. You know, Mr. Business Owner, if I could show you a way to get your business seen by people who are already actively online searching for you, people who search for your competitors, or even visited their store, people who share common traits and look like your best customers, or maybe they visited your website, would that be of interest to you? And of course, the answer is yes, because these consumers are all exhibiting behavior that shows they are in the markets for what our clients have to offer. So try this talk track sometime with your clients, and I think you'll get their interest. So let's look at what a proposal looks like for one of these categories. And this one we've chosen is the home services business category, because these guys are all about the leads. So when we talk to them, we're going to get them found in search. We're going to maximize their presence on Google, and that includes their business listing and a pay-per-click package. We're going to optimize their website so that it can get found in search. We're going to create good quality content, whether we're posting that to Google or creating blogs for their website or videos. We're going to create good content for them. And finally, beyond pay-per-click, we're going to look at some other targeting options. Certainly keyword retargeting, search retargeting, this is key. If they happen to miss somebody on the search result page, we can still serve them display ads as they're moving around the internet. Of course, the first thing we want to do before we pitch any program is make sure we understand which program is right for that business. So we're going to do a visibility audit, and this is something you can request through the RFP process. Now, we've showed you a way to do this visually yourself, and many times that's all it will take for you to know what this business needs help with. But let's say you find a business with a really good looking website, but they're not ranking in search. They clearly don't need a redesign, but something isn't quite right. So we can run that SEO audit and see what's going on with the technical SEO on their site. Now this may point us in the direction of a one-time adjustment, a tune-up, if you will. This may suggest we need to rewrite some content, or again, if it isn't mobile friendly, we may be looking at a custom redesign. There may be some customers who maybe they're not ready for a redesign. They want us to create a landing page to drive traffic to. we can do that as well. So there's lots of options here beside a complete site redesign. Finally, once we get their website ready for traffic, uh, all these lead generation tools are available. So let's take a look at some of the options. Now, if they do need a new site, we have plenty of examples in the home services category we can share. So just ask. But this is a good deck to have just to show a page for your deck to show some of the options. So if they did need a new site, then we can look at a lead machine site because this is perfect for home services. These guys just need a good 5-page site that captures leads and converts leads. They may be a candidate for our new payment plan program where we're going to be, instead of charging a big upfront fee, we're going to spread the cost of that website build over multiple months. We're going to take a look at that. But these sites will have homepage, product services page, a blog section, about us section, and of course, lots of ways to convert inbound visitors into a lead. But perhaps the site is mobile friendly. They don't need a redesign. It may just need a one-time tune-up. In that case, our audit report is going to show what technical issues we've discovered, and we can get in there and fix those. Now, this is for your WordPress sites and other commonly used web platforms. If somebody has a proprietary content management platform that we've never worked on, it may not be a good fit. But the thing is through the RFP process, we'll determine if it's something we can work on. So here's the inbound leads package. That's a key part of this proposal. So we've got their website in order. Now we're ready to drive traffic. We want to maximize their local business listings. We're going to create some videos. We're going to make sure that those top 20 directories are optimized, including for maps and navigation, as well as voice search. Includes reputation monitoring. And then we're going to add the pay-per-click in. So this is where we're going to get them found at the top of page 1 in the Google My Business listing pack, the first ad position there. So this is going to drive inbound clicks. The pricing shown here is for a typical small market. When you combine these two products together, if you're in a larger, medium to large market, we're happy to rerun some numbers for your marketplace. So a great addition to this is the search retargeting. And that, of course, is going to deliver display advertising to people based on the keywords they've been searching. So if we don't get them on the search result page, we'll be able to serve display ads to them as they're moving around the web. Keywords here can also include competitive keywords, other brand names, other store names. So this is a great way to get found on both web and mobile with display advertising. Weather-based targeting. This is an addition that can be added to the display campaign as well as the search, where these ads are triggered to run based on changes in the weather. So if, for instance, that HVAC company may want to look at anytime weather gets below a certain temperature drop, their ads start running with greater frequency because we know consumers will be having issues with their furnace. Mobile geofencing, here we can target neighborhoods. So if there's a neighborhood where they tend to do a lot of jobs, maybe this is a neighborhood of older housing where the furnaces are starting to break. This is a great way to target those neighborhoods. Maybe they have an active job in those neighborhoods as well. This is also good for targeting the home shows and expos, which we know this spring there'll be plenty of. You can target those and maybe save on the cost of having to exhibit at those shows. Video marketing. Again, we're happy to create that video, run it on social media, run it on YouTube, and with that call to action button lit up so people know that they can book right from their Facebook page. We can also do an email blast, so to those same zip codes that the business owner was being targeted in. We can maybe that matches up with their mobile geofencing. We can target those homeowners there as well. And finally, we can target them after they've visited the website. So not only Are we going to drive traffic to the site? But we all know most consumers will visit a site but not necessarily convert on the first visit. So the remarketing or retargeting from their website is a way to keep that message top of mind as that consumer is moving around the web. Now, we added an interesting wrinkle to this year with the dynamic retargeting that includes offline direct mail, meaning we can match their IP address to their physical address. So anonymous visitors to their website will receive a postcard in the mail within 30 days. And again, we can supplement that with email and mobile as well. So it's a great way to stay top of mind with that consumer and put a physical full color glossy postcard in their mailbox within a couple of days after their visit to the website. So here are the different pricing options. As you can see, we won't know things like the on-page SEO till we've done that audit. We won't know any ongoing work they're going to need. A web design fee, again, will be based on the needs of the client. Uh, but certainly the digital services that we do month in and month out may be something as simple as the SEO package. Uh, or on the target marketing side, of course, we have our SEO and pay-per-click bundle. We can add in some search retargeting, mobile geofencing, and these are typical prices that you guys see. The direct mail piece, if they do add that, uh, it's a bundle that includes postcards, web, display, and email. So again, this will probably be for your medium to large clients, but these postcards are going to drive really good results. Okay, now let's review some of the changes to the Lead Machine websites. We've added some new tools, some new features, as well as a new way to pay for and price these sites. So I would be remiss if I didn't remind you the importance of having a smartphone-friendly site, not only to be customer-friendly, of course. You want your customers to easily be able to navigate. And any advertising we're running, if we're doing um, whether it's the SEO package or the pay-per-click package, display package, most of those consumers are going to be on their mobile devices when they see those ads, and they're going to click through to a website that better be mobile friendly as well, or that consumer is going to bounce. It's got to load quickly or they're out of there. The other reason to do it, of course, is that Google is demanding it. If your site isn't mobile friendly, you're going to rank well behind the sites that are. So if you still have a local home services client or any client that doesn't have a mobile friendly site, here's a reason to do it. So, as we've said about these websites, they're designed to not just be another pretty site, because let's face it, you can get a pretty website anywhere, but really it's designed to convert inbound visitors into leads. That's the whole deal. So, the sites still include the CRM, the Customer Resource Manager. That helps the client manage their contact list and then push marketing messages to that list. The lead tools still include the appointment calendar, the call me back scheduler, quick quote forms. There's a customer feedback option, but now we've added the chatbot messenger. Now we're going to talk about that a little bit here, as well as in the social training we're going to do later on this month. But the whole point is, when a consumer lands on the site, the chat messenger is going to try to engage them in a conversation to quickly answer their question and see what they're looking for. As soon as a consumer begins to engage with the messenger, that puts them in the messenger list and also makes it easy to capture an email address. So this gives us an opportunity to market to that consumer again later. So anytime a consumer starts chatting via the automated chatbot, that gets them into our messenger list, which opens up the opportunity to market to them later. So we'll be talking about that. Um, Email marketing templates are built into this program, so a business can push emails out. There's a mobile app to help them manage their leads. The sites are ADA friendly, featuring a variety of accessibility features. Now, these sites are built to DIY if the business owner wants to do that, but we know many of them want us to do it for them. Probably 80% plus of these sites that we build are with a managed services program. So the pricing, you can still pay for the whole site all up in advance, and actually the page pricing there is a little cheaper if they want to do that. But if they would prefer to spread the cost of that out, we've created bundles where there is a one-time activation fee, a launch fee, if you will, and then a monthly plan where it's hosting, lead tools, chatbot, email, site updates are all built into that monthly price, as is the balance of their design fee. So you can see the options there for a 5-page site. So still includes the customer database manager, where they can track their inbound leads and then push messages out to them later. They also added the ability to manage and update your Google business listing and Facebook right from the dashboard if they want to. So they can come in here and click on the social button and update their Facebook page. Now, again, this is for the DIY guys. If they want us to manage their Facebook page for them, obviously that's an additional fee. So we have the email templates. This is included, a monthly email push. We can set that up for the client as part of their monthly management fee. And the chatbot. Again, this is going to help engage them. Here's an example of the bot working on someone's phone. But the point is, it's a dialogue that it initiates with the consumer, and based on their answers, it responds accordingly. And in this example, can attempt to book a test drive as they tried here for this Chevrolet dealer. So we'll be doing a lot more training on the bots, but consumers are getting very comfortable interacting with them, and we will be including these also in our new social packages. So I mentioned the mobile app. This is great for connecting with a consumer, even if the business owner is out in the field all day. Maybe they're in the landscaping business. They're away from their computer. With the mobile app, they can respond to leads. So on the ADA part, again, we know there's a lot of Americans out there with disabilities, and the ADA plugin that we have added to the sites can make it easier for these folks to do business with our customers. So again, not only is it the right thing to do, but hopefully it will open the door for some more business. So the new plugin will slide up from the bottom of the site and give that consumer the opportunity for text to speech. They can navigate the site without a mouse if they have issues there. And there's just a lot of features that are included here, which will make the site easier to navigate. So it adds a small additional cost to WordPress or Lead Machine sites, or you can go out and sell this standalone to anybody with a non-compliant site. So you're on the sales call. You've done your research. Here are a few questions you can ask your client to get them talking about their website. First of all, ask them, what role does your site play in helping you generate new customers? Many business owners still think of their site as just an expense, an online brochure, when it really should be bringing them leads. Are customers able to easily navigate your site on their phone? Stress the importance of how much consumers are using their phone to do search. Can people find you on Google? Let them know the huge market share that Google has. Are you pleased with the look of your site? Sometimes this is all you need to ask, and then be quiet and let them bitch and moan about how unhappy they are with their site. And finally, is your site easy to update and maintain? Who handles this for your business? Many business owners are frustrated because they can't access their site, and it's expensive to make even the smallest change. So we'll wrap up here with a few key features and benefits. Again, easy to navigate, smartphone friendly, search optimized. The lead tools are going to be turned on. The database manager is going to help them manage their lists. We have a design gallery that has new design styles added frequently. Check that out. Again, this is going to be that full IMAX, full screen with the hero image. Makes it easy to update. They can add products and service photos at any time. We'll build these sites quickly, especially with customer cooperation. We'll talk about that in a minute. These sites are easy to DIY if they want, and we'll give them a tutorial. And of course, secure, virus-free, always-on monthly hosting. So there's a lot of good reasons to buy one of these websites. So you may be wondering, well, what's the difference? What kind of sites do my client need? Again, some may just need a splash page. Maybe they're not ready for a full redesign. A lead machine splash page is great for that. If they don't have a place to send their marketing click-throughs to, this works great. Lead machine sites, again, are great for those local business owners. They want a nice 3 to 10, 15 page site. They don't need a lot of extra custom programming like the WordPress sites do. So this is for someone who has some custom database work. They're needing to integrate an MLS feed. They have, or maybe they want to do a big e-commerce site. That is typically better done on WordPress. So I'll close with what I've been calling the tale of two websites and how important it is to have your customers engaged in this process. So this was a site we built for one of our partners, a 20-page site. Uh, it was built in about 4 weeks, and everything went so smoothly. The client wrote a lovely thank you note to Eric, one of our client services managers, and everything just went like it should. We had the kickoff call quickly after it was sold. The client got us all the assets by early April. And as I said, about 4 weeks later, the site went live. And you can see here's our timeline, draft one. We hit all of our deadlines. The client submitted changes. We got them done quickly. Additional draft, same day changes, and the site went live. So this is how things are supposed to work when the client is engaged. They have all the assets, and they were able to provide those to us. On the other side, there was a client with a 30-some page website trying to condense it to 7 pages. About everything that could go wrong went wrong with this site, including the sales rep was no longer with them. It took a while to get the order turned in, and literally we spent 3 months trying to get from the client the content they wanted to put on their site. The thing is, when somebody consolidates 30-some pages into 7 pages, it makes it very difficult. They need to tell us what content they want, and this client was unable to do that in a timely fashion. So finally, we got to work on the site in April. We turned things around quickly. Then it took another full month for them to make changes to draft number 2, which we turned around quickly. Again, another round of changes. 1 day later, we got those back to them. So you can see the site build actually was pretty quick. It was the waiting in between that took so long. So the point is, know your customer, explain the importance of content and that we're going to need to get direction on that. We can't manufacture it out of thin air, nor are we going to guess what the client wants on their website. So I'll wrap up with this. If you need help with one of these custom vertical proposals, do that through the RFP process. If you'd like us to run an audit on your client, please request that via the Resource Center in the RFP section. We'll be adding a rate card calculator to determine the pay plan pricing for a website. That'll be in there as well. Look, a week from Friday, we're going to be talking about new social packages in another webinar. And if you would like a virtual training session just for your team, let us know. Please reach out if we can help. And we're all ready to make some money with digital. As we're planning for 2020, let's get ready to rock and roll. Thanks so much for dialing in. Bye-bye.